So you're gearing up for summer madness. As a youth leader, you know the buzz is real, but man, so is the workload, right? Well, don't sweat it. We've got your back. Think of this as your ultimate playbook to make getting ready totally simple and, honestly, stress-free. And right off the bat, I want you to know something. The festival team, they totally get it. They see the hard work you're putting in, and that's pretty much why this whole guide was created, to be right there with you every step of the way.
Okay, let's be real. Sometimes it feels like you're staring at a mountain of paperwork, doesn't it? You've got guides, checklists, terms, and conditions. It's like, where do I even begin? So we've kind of done the heavy lifting for you. We've boiled everything down into one place so you can just focus on the most important part, your young people.
Okay, let's get into it. First up, prep school. This is all about what you need to do before you go. Think of this as the foundation for the whole trip. Get this right, and everything else gets a whole lot easier. So here it is, your pre-madness checklist. Just 5 key steps. You create your group and book the tickets. You recruit your leaders, remember 1 for every 10 kids. You get those parental permission forms sorted. You plan your meals, and you arrange your transport. If you can tick these 5 boxes, trust me, you are setting yourself up for such a smooth weekend. You're basically already winning.
All right, let's talk about food. You know, probably one of the biggest hurdles, right? But listen, it really doesn't have to be pot noodles and beans for 3 days straight. With just a little bit of planning, you can make sure your crew is well fed and happy.
And check these out. 3 absolute game changers when it comes to catering. Seriously. First, pre-cook and freeze your meat at home. This is a huge time saver, and, super important, it helps with food safety. Second, bring disposable plates and cutlery. I mean, who wants to do a mountain of dishes? Not me. And this third one, it's genius. Ask anyone visiting on Sunday to bring food for Sunday and Monday. It's a lifesaver for you and gets more people involved.
So, you've done all the prep, you've survived the journey, and you've arrived. Awesome! Now let's talk about getting your camp set up. We're going to make sure you look like you've been doing this for years. Okay, first things first when you're setting up. Fire safety. And this one's a biggie. It's totally non-negotiable. Your regular sleeping tents, they need to be at least 2 meters apart from each other. It's a simple rule, but it's so important for giving everyone space and making the site safer for all of us.
Now, when it comes to your cooking tent, that safety zone gets even bigger. You need a clear 5-meter space all the way around it. You know, with gas stoves and all that, you just can't take any chances. It's all about safety first. As soon as you arrive, your first mission is to find your subcamp leader. They'll be right at the entrance to your camping zone. Honestly, think of this person as your go-to for pretty much everything. Finding your spot, answering questions, any issues you have. They're your on-site support system, so don't be shy. All right, camp is set up. Nice one. Now it's time to get into the groove of the festival. And part of that is knowing a few of the key rules. And these aren't about spoiling the fun, not at all. They're actually there to make sure everyone has an amazing and, you guessed it, safe time. Let's chat about the curfew. The festival-wide quiet time is 1 a.m. So what does that mean for you? Well, it's pretty simple. It means it's your job to get your group back to your campsite, into their tents, and quieted down by then. It really just comes down to being a good neighbor, right? Everyone needs to get some sleep.
And here we have the golden rules. These are the big ones you absolutely have to make sure your group knows. So, listen up. No campfires, no alcohol, drugs, smoking, or vaping. No mixed sex tent sharing unless you're married. A huge one, no cooking inside sleeping tents. No pets. And finally, those wristbands. They gotta be on at all times. Get these basics down and you'll avoid a ton of potential headaches.
Okay, this next part is so important. We need to talk about where the festival's responsibility ends and yours begins. It's a partnership, really. So let's get super clear on who's doing what. Yeah, check this out. This really breaks it down. Summer Madness provides the big stuff. The 24/7 security team, first aid on standby, your subcamp leaders, basically a safe environment. But your job as the leader is to manage your group inside that safe space. That means you're the one monitoring where your young people are, and at the end of the day, their well-being is on you. The festival builds the safety net, but you're the one making sure your kids use it properly.
And this is a really important point that ties right in. The festival site is not a lock-up facility. It's an open field. People can technically walk off site, so you have to be so clear with your group about your own rules for this. They need to know they can't just wander off, and you need to have a system in place.
We are in the home stretch now.
let's just quickly cover a little bit of the fine print, the essential policies, so there are no nasty surprises down the line. Okay, ticket refunds. It's pretty straightforward, but you gotta pay attention to the dates. You have 30 days from when you buy it to get a full refund. After that, no refund, but you can transfer the ticket to someone else's name. But the hard stop is June 30th. After that date, it's no refunds and no transfers because the money's already committed. So maybe pop that date in your calendar right now.
Just a quick heads up about photographers. There's going to be an official team on site taking pictures and videos. And technically, just by being there, you're consenting to that. But, and this is important, if anyone in your group is not comfortable with that, it's no problem at all. All you have to do is go to the info tent and grab a special wristband. That lets the photo team know to keep them out of the shot.
You know, with all this talk of rules and logistics and planning, it's easy to get bogged down. But please, don't lose sight of the why. Why are you doing all this? Because this weekend, well, it can literally change lives forever. And you, just by bringing your group, you are a massive, vital part of that transformation.
So the big question is, are you ready for the madness? Because you've got the guide now. You're armed with everything you need to know to make this an absolutely amazing, life-changing, and unforgettable festival for your young people. You're all set. Now go make it happen.